Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. More now on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Are you rematch?
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I hear you.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. 20, 10, touchdown.
I will, shortly.
Devin Funchess, touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
I'm about to smoke this. This is my last blunt. Take you more. Okay.
Good to see this man running again. Here's Chris Carson, and he's able to plow forward. To about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now it's Carson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Throwing, Hundley. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with the score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Now Hundley. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He hits Baldwin right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Baldwin's first catch going to be good enough for a 1st down.
Fucking same play short. Literally in that play twice in a row.
One-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good
Come on,
idea.
same
Double team
formation,
him
same play.
somehow.
Finally
I'm gonna have
switched
to
it
make
up.
someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
This is Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Fuck.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in
all this shit, bro. And you're not even mentioning my name.
You're not there right now.
Yeah, because I'm handling business, bitch. Fucking disrespectful motherfucker.
They exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
Fuck your seat,
they can do just that. Anderson. Had a decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah,
don't worry, man. I have my red dead bottom on.
Right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target.
Oh, my God.
Intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. Carolina getting set to take the field. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
20. 20.
Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Anderson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Cam Newton all alone. And finally marked down at the 23. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
You know how some quarterbacks can hot-foot it for big yardage?
Cam's one of them.
Cam is one of them, but I think he thunders for big yardage. That is a big, big man. And when he's got the ball in open field, look out.
And that's just a glimpse into why he has the most rushing touchdowns by a quarterback in NFL history.
Yeah, a lot of people say that's a defensive end carrying the football. Good luck trying to get him on the ground.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Fozzie Whitaker, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep here for Stills. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 54 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is complete. It's Baldwin. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. He can run, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Brett Hundley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he will not make it to the goal line. He'll come up short, and they'll be unable to get this back within 1 score as it stays a 9-point game. More now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time.
A first throw for the backup Cook. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Let's go.
Cook now. From the gun, he'll throw. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
Detroit!
Now Cook looking to throw on second down. Being chased out left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's Cook. Going to throw on third and goal. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They had it first and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds like counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A dump off to Sims. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
The great blocking nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, They're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. To give him a gain of 37. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is complete right side to Funchess. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Cook now, 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a 1st down. Throwing, Cook. And it's caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Devin Funchess with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano out to kick this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. Oh, able to avoid him. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering what's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now back to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
He'll look to throw. He's got the tight end, Vanette. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Back to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Flex route! Flex route! Flex route! Flex route!
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Cook. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
All right.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gone! 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 Gone!
On 1st and 10, Cook. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's right. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
All right, here we go. Green 39!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again, they run with Sims. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing, Hundley. It's caught, Stills, right side. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. try and throw for it here. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And they open the lead up now to 25. Gano out to kick this one away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
3 down.
Now Hundley. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Luke Kuechly coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Back to throw. Cook. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. CJ with a nifty move. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
To throw is Cook. Throwing on first down. It's caught by Funchess. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. Gano for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gano out to kick this one away. Lockett the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Julius Peppers in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out now come the Seahawks. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll run it again with Sims. And it's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaq Thompson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. They're going to try and throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run it again with Anderson. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
They'll run. Anderson runs over him. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Anderson is the lone man in the backfield here as they get set for a second and goal.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run for it with Anderson. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And Gano's kick is right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Right back to him on 1st down. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now they run with Sims. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll run here with Sims. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And caught left side, Olsen. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, Anderson. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Anderson. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Sims. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Come on, let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Sims, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Well, early on, we talked about the key being keeping him under 100 yards. Forget that. He's over that mark now. And that rushing total for him has correlated into a big win for his team. They give it to Anderson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina,
somebody call for the queen.
got something to do with it. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving them. I told him to 100, like he's trying to move it. It was like I'm in the morning. Let's get to school, that's what truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me by the morning. I had me some rest by the morning. I had a sister by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. Rats keep me up on the OU. I had a in my shoulder. You got a bitch. You got the bitch in me. Pacific ice in my ocean. Ready for war like a Russian. Ladies should never be loved. My diamonds, they touch you. My neck and my back. They call it for me and they. You want me like you know. Yeah, I'm rich so much. Yeah, big rich better calm down. Yeah, if you go around, yeah. Yeah, squeak on me. Yeah, make more shot in my toes. Yeah, regardless for the truth. You can go get mad. Jumping in the bed with 2 dirty. My shawty pulling up, real bad. You too